Okay, Friday update, November 27th. I don't know about you guys, but it's not Thanksgiving weekend unless we have the Grinch in our house. Had a pretty good week. I may have to tell you about it in a bit. Okay, did a couple things this week. Got another light. Added another outrigger for my lights, so I got blues on both sides, that's good. Picked up the random flow generator nozzles from VCA. Everybody's seen reviews of those online, so I'm not going to do one. It's just a great idea. It's free flow, right? It gives you random flow, and it doesn't cost you anything. You don't even have to power the thing, you just run it, right? Good stuff. So I did that. I had a squirrel day down in the basement, and I've got some footage from that, so I'll show you all that stuff. Alright, I'm having a little bit of what my wife would call a squirrel day, where I just go from random project to random project. Day never starts bad when you have a little bag of stuff that you picked up at Home Depot. So I've got a BRS GFO carbon reactor that I picked up a long time ago and have just failed to install. So I'm going to go ahead and try to get that mounted and do some stuff with it. It's got these quick connectors. The hose on here is a little bit small. I got an adapter. This should go into a 1/2-inch PVC coupler here, like that. But this is a little tight for getting a hose on like this. Oops. I'm going to see if I can loosen up the hose with a heat gun and just force it, stretch it on. If I can do that, that'll be good. So it's going to go over here. I'm going to mount it. Oh yeah, did a water change with those guys. You don't even know about those guys. So it's going to go over here. The thought is to bring it over here and kind of hang it into the sump. Had to pull the top off the skimmer to get drill in there to put a screw in. So I'm going to put another board on to space it out further, but that way it'll overhang the sump, and then I can just bring the output and drop it back into the sump. So if anybody has any suggestions, if that's a horrific idea to dump carbon/GFO back into the sump at that point, I don't think it's a bad idea. It's just going to get recycled through. So that's my thought. It's going to come off of the manifold. I really haven't done squat pulling stuff off the manifold, but that's kind of what I'm doing right now. Yeah, I think this is going to work. We'll see. Here's a quick thought. $4 really well spent. Found this at Walmart the other day. Go look in their Christmas section. These guys are pretty heavy duty suction cups. They've got clips on them that are 2 different sizes. And look at that. Fits right on a piece of hose, the big one, and the little one would fit on a piece of air tubing if you wanted to clip one of those guys on. Just attaches to the suction cup. I'm hoping they're, pretty solid suction cups that will last a while. Part of the squirrel day. Okay, seems to be working. Pretty good shape. Kind of got a little soft bubble going there on the GFO underneath. I chose to just go GFO instead of GFO and carbon mixed. Not sure why. I guess I could go either way on it. I had to cut some filter pads in there. Maybe they're a little bit small going through. Screwing around with the water levels. Yeah, I got my skimmer going nuts. Good thing I cleaned it already today, because now I'm just cycling water through. But I was rinsing water out of the new GFO there and took down enough that I needed to buffer stuff, so I kind of cracked my valve here. So got to pump some water back up there. But we'll be fine in a moment here. So that was not even the project that I had planned today. So, you know, we'll go work on something else now. Okay, so you should probably understand by now what a squirrel day is for me. It's just random things that kind of happen. And of course I've left everything out. Fat cat on the counter. That's how it goes. Tools. This I need for the project I really was planning on doing, which I never really got to today. But, you know, tomorrow's Saturday, so maybe I can work on that tomorrow. So what I did allude to earlier is, hey, look, I've got new fish in QT. After my last experience with QTing fish, I decided I'd, you know, see if I could up my success rate with QT before I try again with an expensive fish. So picked up a pair of these pajama cardinals. You know, I was thinking I could probably get a couple more. The guy at the store said, you know, if you get a group, 2 of them are going to pair up and beat the snot out of everybody else until they all die. So I picked up 2. We'll see how they do. No idea whether, you know, they're male, female, whatever. So I probably won't have that whole cardinal breeding thing going on. But they are the ultimate chill fish. And that's okay. I'm going to create some more rock and overhang, hopefully, to get up in the main display for these guys to chill in when they get there. It's good to have some goals. Not much else over here. Did I mention earlier? So I changed out my regular Home Depot grow light. I picked up one of the LEDs who was Ash. Ash had a little clip on the LED. I'll throw a link in for him. We'll see how it does. It's only been here a day, so we have no idea how well it's going to do. In terms of the stuff that I put in last week, the macroalgae is pretty much all but gone. There's like a little tiny wispy piece here that's sticking up. I think the snails have eaten it, or somebody's chowed on it. I don't know. The piece that I sort of glued to a rock and tucked down over there, it's been pretty much gnawed down, but hey, if it comes back, it comes back. Shadow's growing a little. We'll see how it works with the light over top. And the mangroves are, well, they're not doing much. I'll just say that. They're not doing much. We'll leave it for a little bit of time. The worst I can do is kill them. I've done that with fish, right? So it's not a big deal. Everything down here is recuperating from what I was doing upstairs earlier, which was kicking up a ton of sand and moving some rock stuff around. Which, again, was not necessarily on my list of things to do on my squirrel day here, but hey, you know, that's how a squirrel day goes. That's what I've got for you guys this week. Thank you for watching, as always. Hope everyone had a good Thanksgiving in the United States, and for all of you that didn't have Thanksgiving in the United States, folks abroad or whatever, hey, happy Friday.